What's up everybody, this is Night Viper, and today we're going to go over the Zombie Queen event as well as combat gadgets. Basically, these two come together because the Zombie Queen event gives you the currency you need to unlock and upgrade your combat gadgets. So I'll show you all that in the interface. I'm going to show you more than just hitting the buttons. I actually have a strategy because I was able to figure out when I was looking at my combat report. You can play the video on there and you can see that the Zombie Queen uses a skill, Lethal Breath. It shuts down one of your hero's skills entirely. It blocks them. They can't use their skills. So you'll notice they'll go multiple rounds without even doing their special skill. So I have a way of combating that because we were able to single out what is causing her to target specific heroes. And I think this is going to help you guys out a lot. I'm going to say thank you to everybody in my Discord that has helped me out with that. I will put a list of their names here or in the description. And if you're not part of the Discord, then I'll put that link in the description for you guys as well. Check it out because everything we've been talking about on this event is in that Discord. We've done screen recordings, we've shown stats, all kinds of stuff. So check that out. And yeah, if this interests you, stick around and let's jump into it. Alright guys, so we're talking about the Zombie Queen and combat gadgets. If you don't have that event yet in your game, it means you need to update because all servers have it now. Once you update, click on the events tab up here and go to Zombie Queen is here. This is going to be your main interaction. You have a bunch of little tabs over here and I'll go over those as well. This is going to tell you about the rules for the Zombie Queen event, and you're going to be able to put together teams to fight her from this screen. Okay guys, let's go over the rules. So basically, you have 5 chances a day, and you're going to be able to fight the Queen. It's not you by yourself, it's going to be you and 2 other players that are going to fight the Queen, and the higher the damage that you can get, the better your rewards are going to be. Now they added in something with this though. Out of the 3 of you, whoever gets the most damage is the MVP. If that person makes over 60% of the damage, and stay with me here, but if they make over 60% of the damage, you guys get even more rare rewards. So that's the goal. You want to be MVP, and you want to get 60% or more of the damage dealt to her. So how do you do that? So let's break down how do you start a raid in general, and I'll tell you what my ideas are on being the MVP, making the most. So to set up a raid, you have a couple options. You could do a quick team up or create a raid team. You could also click this little arrow over here, and this will pop up if anybody has created a raid team and they're waiting for players, it'll pop up right here. And that is actually a tip for everybody. Instead of sending invites to the world chat or your alliance chat and spamming those chats, just send it to the recruitment hall. People will be able to click here and see you, and they can join you from the recruitment hall. Especially now that I'm making this video, people know that that exists. It's not really obvious. But here's your options. Quick team up. 99% of the time, you're going to get teamed up with you and 2 other bots. And it won't even be real people. It'll be bots. They're barely going to do any damage. The benefit to this mode is if you're strong enough to kill the Queen by yourself, you're always going to be MVP. You're always going to have more than 60% of the damage, so you're guaranteed the best rewards doing it that way. If you're not strong enough to beat the Queen, though, and you do it this way, you're still going to be MVP. You're still going to get the best rewards for whatever layer of damage you get to. But, again, the more damage you get, the better the rewards. So if you're not able to defeat her on your own doing this, even though you're MVP, you may be getting less rewards overall. Your option for that now is going to create a raid team. If you're too weak to finish her on your own, create a raid team, and it'll pop you out. You'll get the Queen here. You can click on her, and it basically gives you the same instructions that I told you before. You can hit create raid team. Here are your options. You can set the timer, and you don't have to wait for the timer to finish in any means. You either will fill up on people and you can send it then, or you don't get anybody long enough for you to be bored and you just hit close room and you try again later. So you don't have to wait the timeout entirely. This is just how long it will wait to see if somebody will join if nobody comes up. Next thing, minimum CP required. You can click on that, put whatever number you want in there. Again, the reason to do this mode is if you're too weak to be able to kill her on your own. So you want people that are stronger than you. So you could put something like 50 million CP in here and see who joins. Now again, the same thing. This can be real people, this can be bots. It depends on what the game throws at you, but the odds are these guys are going to be damaging her more than what you would have been able to. So hit confirm. This is little box right here being checked is going to post the information to the recruitment hall. That's the part I was telling you about. So it'll be posted there automatically. That way people can look in there and they're going to see that I'm saying 50 million CP. So I hit confirm, and this is what you're going to see. So we have 5 minutes on the clock because that's the amount of time I picked. I have me. I'm going to choose my lineup. I'm going to pick the strongest lineup I have, and typically this is what triggers the game to bring other people in. It's like it doesn't take you seriously until you do this part. So you deploy your lineup. It will bring in your already made lineups that you've made yourself. And this is my best lineup here. I'm at 4.1 million CP. Her recommended power is 4.3, so I'm just under. And you'll see, like, she has a skill that she uses that takes me out. It would be beneficial maybe for me to pair up with somebody that's a lot bigger than me so that I can at least get that full amount of rewards. I'll show you some other videos in a minute that somebody in my alliance, or not my alliance, but somebody on my Discord shared with me, and they decimated her with 2 separate lineups. It was really good. So this right here is what we're looking at. These two don't even have an alliance name next to them. So odds are these aren't even real people. I mean, generic pictures, no alliance name. These are probably bots. They're both ready. I can kick one of them if I want. Say, yeah, I want to kick that person. And then I can say invite, and I can pick a random person that's maybe in my chat. Maybe I wanted to invite like the leader of our alliance or somebody else that's big on our alliance. I can do that. Or somebody else that you know that's high CP. I can send them an invite and they can join. I will say that from tests that we've done, it has to be somebody in the same map as you. You can't do different zones. You can't do different maps or anything like that. It has to be somebody in the same map as you to be able to join. You can also send it out to the recruitment hall, world, alliance. Again, don't spam these. Recruitment hall. Or when this time clocks down all the way, it basically disbands and you have to do it again. So those are your options on what you want to do. Typically, if you kick somebody, the game doesn't throw another bot on there. So you have to then recruit an actual person. So that's a way that you can get actual people in there. You can also close the room. If you don't like what's going on here, you don't want to wait the timeout, maybe your alliance is getting attacked, close the room. Yep, it's closed. You return to your fortress, and now you can defend your fortress or do whatever you got to do. That is creating a team. Now, doing a quick team up. Click that button, same thing. Same, but you're not picking any of the specifics like CP or time frame. Just gives you the 5 minutes and lets you go. Choose lineup, pick your lineup, and the game says, oh, you're serious, you want to play? Okay. And then a couple minutes or a couple seconds later, either people are going to join or it's going to send bots. 90% of the time, this one sends bots. And we got 2 bots. Again, they have no alliance name. So that right there tells me that they're bots. It has each time that I fought. So let's actually fight her, and I'll show you what it looks like. If I enter, hit the enter button, it's going to send us to fight the queen. Just shoot us over here. And we're going to hit her. Boom. Couple things I want you to look at when we're dealing with this interface. One, there's 3 people on the side here. 2 of them are under my picture. When you do it, you'll see 3 people. The crown is the person that has the highest damage. The crown will light up. So like right now I got the highest damage. The other 2 are bots. They're not going to do any damage. This up here, these are your reward chests that you get. That's based on the amount of damage that you do to her. See how it says out of 500,000? Now it says out of 700,000. Each time you fill this bar up, you get rewards up here. And it's kind of randomized. Like I've seen it where I've gotten less than this and I've had some of these blue boxes and a gold box before. So you get these at random, but you have a higher probability to get these rewards up here if you do certain things. And I'm going to go over that with you in a second. For now, while I'm still alive, I want to show you when she does her special move, this happens. You get this little fire on your person and you'll see this round will change and she won't be able to use her special move. See, she just hit. She has her meter filled, but with that fire overhead, she could not use her skill. That's what the queen's skill is. The queen will do that move right there. And even if your focus is filled up all the way, you will not be able to use your special skill. So we have a way to combat that. We have run tests. A couple of people in my alliance, or a couple of people in my Discord have run tests with me, and we have discovered that you actually can put somebody back here, the most durable person, meaning the person with the highest AGI, the person that's hardest to defeat, typically a tank, throw them back there, and they're basically going to be the catcher for it. And then it goes to the next person if they die. So let's break that down a little bit here. First off, let's just die, and we'll see. She's just going back and forth. Finished. So it taps out at like level 24, level 25. It just finishes. Kind of like our other matches do if you're in the arena. There's a tap out. It finishes and it says what your amount of points is. Now, right here it says MVP's damage accounts for more than 60%. All teammates have 12% more chance to get the rare settlement rewards. This is just, basically it's random. When you pick this, it's going to be random, but the random rewards that you're picking here and getting depends on how much damage was by the MVP, which it'll show you on the next screen. Hit that, and boom, these are the rewards that we're getting. Now, if you notice, these changed since yesterday. Yesterday we were getting rewards that were just the blueprints. Now we get these. These are selectable blueprints. So we're not stuck to just getting the blueprints from that specific hero anymore. We can pick for any of the heroes. We're going to break that down in a second too. Just know we got cool selectable boxes now for these rewards. Hit OK. And you'll see MVP. You're going to have your name, your CP, and the amount of damage that you dealt. So I dealt 94% of the damage because the other two were just bots. Alright, so I keep telling you as the video goes on. We'll go back to that. I'm going to tell you about this. Let's knock those things out right now. First thing we're going to do is talk about how to get better rewards. And the second thing is going to be building your lineup and defending against the Queen's attack. So let's start off with rewards. This is just something that we haven't talked about that's part of the event. Click on the event. At the bottom, it'll say suggested today. These are actually the heroes that have the gadgets right now, which I just realized. But all these heroes right now are the ones that have the gadgets that you can unlock for them. And if you use any of these heroes when you're fighting the Queen, you actually have a higher chance at getting more rare rewards. And it says the percentage that you get by using these heroes. So definitely add on as many of these as you can to fight the Queen. With that being said, if all these heroes suck, none of them are leveled up skills, leveled up ascension, or anything like that, then using these guys are not going to do you any good because you're not going to hit any type of damage threshold. So, last tip on putting together kind of a random situation to give yourself more points is if you're not going to be VIP anyway, if you can't beat her, and you're getting somebody that's stronger on your team to beat her with you, and that way you can get the most rewards, put as many of these guys as you can on your lineup if you're the weaker person, because then see if overall you guys get a better reward, because I believe that will actually give you as a team the chance to get an even better reward, because you're going to have VIP guy making more than 60% of the damage because you're going to be a weak lineup, and then you are going to have the weak lineup that has all these additional percentages on it. I think it's a win-win for everybody. So that's a way that you guys can get the whales to help out the little guys. It's going to help out the whole team. So try that out. Leave in the comment section if that did help you, or come to the Discord and we can talk about it. But that is my idea for getting the best rewards, is setting it up that way. Now, if you are somebody that's doing decent and you want to add a couple of these guys into your lineup, here's the way that you're going to want to do it. Odds are you're going to want to throw a tank in there, like Enrique, and he gives you the best percentage anyway. The reason I say a tank is because of how the Queen's skill targets your lineup. So now we're going to go into lineup building. Let's take a look at that example that we had before. Hopefully it'll actually show the Queen's status bar above her head. Is it going to? Thank God. Okay, sometimes it doesn't show this and messes up the example. So her focus meter is going to fill. Now it's filled. She's going to hit the team. It's going to hit 2 front guys and 1 back person with her special skill. Boom. Hit these 2 guys and hit her. But she ended up with the status effect. This is what's going to stop her from using her skill. You'll see we're on round 3. She did not use her skill. We're on round 4 now. She still has the status. She will not use her skill this one either. Boom. Now round 5, it's gone. A couple things with that. One, I don't know why it goes away with her in a couple rounds. Some of these fights that I've seen, it stays on that hero the entire match. I think it was just timed that way. But it's been on people the entire match. I'll show you one of those fights in a minute. But the way that you can combat her hitting your line like that is by putting one of your tanks in the back row. As you can see, she's cast it twice already. Mira has taken it both times. She'll cast it again and watch, it'll go to Mira. And I'm going to show you why too. Boom, she cast it again, went to Mira again. So here's my back row. I got Mira, Chu, and Buck. So let's get out of here. And we'll go to my heroes. We'll go to Mira. And this is her AGI. It's way up there, right? So 1135. Come over here to Buck. His is 805. And come over here to Chu, and hers is 777. That's a cool number. So that's what she has. So she's got the lowest possible AGI. And the way that the Queen hit us is it went Mira 3 times. Once Mira dies, it goes to Buck, and once Buck dies, it goes to Chew. So these are the way that it's going to go, because that's the AGI, and I think that's the way that it's set up. We've done some tests. A couple people on my Discord have run some tests, and that's what we've come up with. And we actually have, let me bring these guys up here. We have Azrael, Varsity, and Cha-Cha Charlie were all helping me out yesterday. We had a couple more people. I think Lang jumped in today and helped me out. Just giving me information. Dre jumped in and helped me out. So thank you guys for all your help in this and giving the stats. Azrael / Big Red from TFX, he actually did video recordings, got stats down, shared specific fights with me and everything, and changed up lineups to show me how his happened. We were able to compare notes, and that made it so we could find the best outcome here. So here's one of his fights with his lineups, and this is going to be the Victoria lineup, and you can see that Victoria does an immense amount of damage against the Queen. Victoria is now filled up. He's got people in the back row. Buri has the highest AGI, and she went to him first. Now, boom, we're already at 2 million. That's already over mine with 1 hit from Victoria. So when Buri ends up dying, it's going to go to Harmon, because Harmon's the next one with the AGI. So Victoria can sit up here and hit as many times as she possibly can, because these guys are the ones taking the bulks of the hits. He's got these 2 up in the front. Honestly, if you wanted to max out potential, throw your heaviest hitter back here, that you still have other people with higher AGI back here with them, and then throw some armor on these guys like Tough Wall or Castle Gear, and that way they live longer, because they're going to be getting hit too, but they can do damage that way as well. So that's the way that you could do it. But man, Victoria tears the place apart, and that's with the New World Protector. He showed me the Demon car a minute ago, and that was even better. So this that lineup rips her to shreds. Now we have 2 different lineups here. I want to show you kind of the meta lineups that we've been able to find, and he had both of them. So we have 2 different examples. We got this example here. This one lasts a minute. This is going to be your Victoria lineup, and this is before we figured out where the AGI came from. So this is what we have. Now, he's got his tanks up in the front, normal. Damage dealers in the back, normal. Watch Elaine. It's full, boom, Elaine gets hit. Elaine will not use her special move this entire round. Don't worry, it only lasts like 30 more seconds. But if you look at everybody else, they're all using their stuff. Buri is pushing out that shield to everybody. He's got 3 Alpha Bless on here, so people are getting additional shields. 2 other shield guys bumping up Victoria's skills. So this is definitely a really good lineup. Now, as you can see, they're not even really taking damage from her, and he's already at 4.8. She's almost dead, and Victoria's about to take her out right now. But look, she still has not used her special move the whole round. Didn't use it. It finished because they killed her. So, and you can see, watch, statistics, look at this damage. Victoria tore it up. That is the best line that we have right now to fight her, is the Victoria lineup. Casino lineup, also good. Casino lineup is good for another reason, and that is what I want to show you here. This casino lineup, it takes significantly longer. I may skip through it a little bit, but here's what the lineup is that they have. And you'll see in this one that you have these guys in the back, and Mira is going to be the one with the highest AGI. So watch what happens when she strikes. Oh, right. Wasn't even paying attention to myself on this example. She doesn't strike. That's the benefit of this one. Mira would be the one taking the hit out of this group, but look, he's rolling, and he's stopping her from using her skill. And then when his roll is like in an in-between phase where he hasn't rolled and she could use her skill, Buck over here knocks her out. She gets the little dizzy symbol over her head and she can't use it. This entire match, she never uses her special skill once on them. Not once. Whole match. So you go all the way to the end. I'm just going to fast forward it. As you can see, it takes a lot longer, and they basically kill her with 1,000 paper cuts. That's kind of how this one went down. But when you get through it, you'll see they ended up beating her and finished. And this is what you get. Haytex, of course, did the bulk of the damage, but it took triple the amount of time. But again, her special attack, she didn't get anything. She took a lot of damage, barely did any damage whatsoever. It's because they continually knocked her out, stopped her skills. So that's what the difference in these 2 lineups are. And that's for just regular battle, too. You have Casino lineup, stopping people from using their special skills. Victoria lineup is just going to decimate her, and it won't even matter if she uses her skill. But you want to make sure that you set it up the right way. Because if you throw Victoria in the back and she has the highest amount of AGI, they shut her down, your lineup goes to hell after that. So that's how you want to set that up to get the best damage you can out of it, and you're going to knock her out quick. So that's what I know about the warring part with the queen. We'll go over the gadget part right now just to knock it out. Most of the stuff you've already seen. We have your gadgets. If you unlock gadgets, like if you actually unlock one of them, you can come over here and collect, and it gives you additional stuff to level them up. You can go to your military drill. In this, you have your missions, and this is the same type of chart that you always see where you're earning things as you go. You have your missions. You do your dailies and you claim the missions. You can do that by unlocking gadgets. You can do that by participating in mutated zombies, killing soldiers, the normal stuff that we do on these. Once you claim it, here, go to the top. Once you claim it, boom, claim, okay. It's unlocking the rewards over here, which then you can claim and it'll give you the rewards. This line here has a minimal amount of rewards. It gives you some of these, and I'll show you what those do in a sec. Gives you some of these, but you can see the bottom row has better rewards overall. To get the bottom row, you have to buy it. It costs 20 bucks. This is not guaranteed. This is what you can earn in that second row. Just remember that. You're not just buying all of this here. You still have to do the missions every day. You have to build this up and get to the end for you to get all those rewards. Now come over here to Combat Gadget. This guy here I haven't been able to use yet. And I haven't been able to use it yet because in here I haven't been able to get to these spools, these coils, which you use in here. You can buy them, and that's the only way that anybody's been able to use them so far. They've bought enough to be able to use them. I would say on this it's just the same as everything else. Don't do it just once. Do the 10 shot. It's going to give you the best availability at getting the best rewards, best chance of getting your rewards. You also have ranking on here, and the ranking gets rewards as well. And the main rewards are the upgrade chips. Both of these are upgrade chips that you're going to be using, and they're specific upgrade chips for the Vindicators. So that's what your rewards are going to be for this event here. You also get the car parts, but most of the people that are going to be really competing in this are going to be whales because you have to buy the parts, and they probably already have all their cars unlocked. But you do get a ton of the upgrade chips. And these little coils over here, you can either buy them, right? Or there's another place that you can get them down here, and that's on Unrivaled Strength. This is your daily check-in. So every day you come in, you check in, and you're going to be able to get 20 of these. By the end of the week, you can do one of those 10 rolls, and so everybody gets to participate in that at least once. Also, by the end of the week, you're going to get Max's blueprints. You get 50 of them, and I haven't checked out his weapon yet, but it would have to be something amazing to get him back in any of our lineups because he's not a good hero. But we do get that at the end of the week as well. One more thing to note about the printer here, that's what this thing is as you use it, you accumulate points, and the more points you get, the better your rewards are going to be. So that's how this is kind of kicked out. You do get the random prizes as you go, but you also accumulate points for more rare items. So that's what I've been able to find out about those guys. Now let's finish strong here, and I'm actually going to show you the gadgets with the heroes, how you need to upgrade them, and just break all that down for you. It was difficult to find this information. I had to ask some people, and Evil Goddess on my Discord helped me out a lot on this one too. So thank you, and we're going to go over that. To know what heroes have the actual gadgets in the first place, just click these guys down here, and here they all are. All these guys currently have gadgets. They're the first group to have them, and we're going to go out and we're going to take a look at a couple of them. We'll start out with her. She-Hero. She has a gadget, and that's bottom left corner. You'll see a gun silhouette. Click on that. And I'm going to break this screen down a little bit for you. So you have her gadget combat CP, and the level that it is with these stars next to it. Basically, this is your max out level. This is the highest that it's going to be able to get to is 3 stars, level 60. It's purple color. So purple is just like when you ascend your heroes. You're going to have purple, orange, red. Same thing with the gadgets. In her case, though, she only gets purple. She doesn't get the other ones. And I'm going to show you a hero that does get them, so you'll understand what I mean when I compare. But you have your attributes. It's going to break down what it gives you and what it does. Her third skill is basically this, but it is upgraded. So you have a bleeding status, and she has additional healing effect reduced by 20%. So if you go out to her again and click on her third skill, here's her bleeding damage one, and it's just giving you another thing added onto that. So it's already adding on to her skills. There's some of these combat gadgets that give them a completely new skill, and I'll show you that with Blanche. But this is something to note, that it's going to bunk up your hero skills, and let's look at upgrading it. You have your currencies up here. The first one is specific to the actual hero. You have to have this hero's blueprints to be able to unlock and upgrade their weapon in some spots. And because it's specific to this hero, you don't have to worry about burning it and needing these on somebody else. So you can just unlock her. There's no risk involved there. She only has one weapon. She only has these blueprints. So all you can do is unlock her. So let's do it. Unlock. Boom. Yay. Now, you didn't get it yet. It's level 1, and you have to equip it. Once you equip it, now you have it on her. So that's when it will take effect, is by equipping it. And a couple things to note once you do equip it on the person. You'll notice that the combat gadget attributes, the level, the CP, and even this here are going to be lower because it showed you its max abilities. You have to build your way back up to that as you upgrade it. Right now, instead of being 20%, it's only reduced by 10% from what it was before. So now we got to look at how do we upgrade this guy. So you have the upgrade button over here, and as you upgrade it, you can see some of the stuff stays the same as you upgrade it, but you get combat energy, and that's going to be important. Combat energy is important because for every 100 points of combat energy that you have, more than your opponent, you're actually going to be getting a 1% damage increase and a 0.5% damage mitigation. So you want to have this as high as you can on the gadgets, because for every 100 points, that's going to be benefiting you. Now, when you upgrade it, it's going to be using these guys. This is your upgrade chip. Every 5 levels that you use an upgrade chip, you have to use one of these, which is your breakthrough chip. So that's how that works. So you upgrade it every 5 levels, boom, we hit this. I wanted to save these for Benson, but since we're here, I'm just going to show you it. So we'll upgrade 1, and now you can see the next upgrade is actually going to add an HP. It's throwing in additional stats. 2, 3, 4. Got another stat up here. We got strength. And you can see we got these guys too. Level 5, you're using 15 of these actually, and I switched over to my little account so I can break through 5, and we'll upgrade a little more because I want to show you what these star up things do as well. So we're going to upgrade. And we're going to upgrade as high as I am able to. We got 40. I can go past 10. And let's go. Keep moving. Boom. 65. All right, so I'm maxed out at level 15. I used all my currency. These breakthrough chips are going to be the ones that are really hard to get. And that is, as you upgrade the weapon, you need more and more and more of those. If you saw, level 5, I needed 15 of them. Level 10, I needed 40 of them. And now at level 15, I need 65 of them just to be able to get to the next level. Another thing to note is this little star level right here. It lit up. So I'm a 1 star right now. You're going to hit a point where it's not going to let you increase your level unless you star up. And you star up over here on this button, and you do it with these blueprints again. So the same thing you had before, you use these to star up. Now, we don't know what the levels that they're going to stop us at, but we do know that starring up does 2 things. It raises the level that you can increase your gadget to, and then it also increases the skill of that gadget. So right now, if I were to star up, it's going to increase it from 12 to 14. So that's what starring up is going to do for you. You're basically going to be coming in here, unlocking it. You're going to come over here, you're going to upgrade it as much as you can with these after you defeat the queen, getting these as much as you can, and then you're going to star up at specific levels to increase the skill and also increase the level that you can get to. That's how all this is going to work. One more thing I want to show you, and if you guys have made it to this point in the video, thank you for watching. I got 2 more things to show you that I was been able to find out. One is when heroes have multiple gadgets, and the other one is how to make more points in the Queen's raid. There's something you can do besides your regular raids. So I'm going to go through those. Definitely subscribe if this is helping you. Share it with your alliance so that everybody can get on the same page. But let's check out Blanche. All right. So Blanche here has 3 gadgets, and you see the color purple, orange, red. It's similar to when you are ascending a hero. You have purple, orange, red, but in this case you have your stars. So purple, you can only go to level 60, 3 stars. Orange, you can go to level 80, 4 stars, and red, a level 100, 5 stars. So red's going to be your best weapon, right? But these weapons actually do something different, and they don't stack on each other. You have to equip one of these, so you have to pick which skill you want. Now, if you look at her purple skill, it's giving her an additional 15% when she's targeting back row people. So she already does that. She has a skill that does that. So it's just giving you an added damage to that skill. If you look at orange, it's giving you the same added damage to that skill, but it's also increasing 20% damage to zombies when you go against them. So that's going to help out when you're like fighting the queen. If you put this and upgrade it, you can keep fighting her with this, and it's going to be able to do more damage to her. Next's last weapon is red. It goes up to 100, 5 stars, but the interesting thing is the skill itself, because it's not adding on to her current skill sets. It's a brand new skill, so she then becomes a 6 skill hero. And that's going to make her a lot more desirable in the casino lines. So what I mean by that is focus skill will restore 700 focus in the event of a crit attack. So putting crit gear on her would probably be beneficial for you here as well. When hitting zombies with a crit attack, it restores some additional focus. When you outnumber the enemy, it restores 100 focus for each hero you outnumber the enemy by. So as you're doing your crit attacks, like her special move is going to decimate people. And when she's doing these, she's going to be gaining focus. As she kills enemies, she's going to be gaining focus. And the more enemies that overall people kill on their side, the more people that die over there, the stronger your line is becoming, because the more focus she's going to gain, she's going to be able to use her special skill more. So she's going to be a beast to put into the casino line, and I could see that happening in the future as well, her being in that line. That's what's going on with this. If you have the same amount of heroes, then it's only going to increase it by 100. That's it. So you want, basically, this is going to take effect once she starts dropping people on the other side. And that is what her final skill is. And that's all the information I have on gadgets. If you found anything else out, or you have any additional questions, go to the Discord, ask your questions, let us know what you figured out. That way we can all share and learn from each other. And let's jump into the very last thing in this video. It's a long video, but I feel like stuff like this is helpful. I've seen other videos where people just fly through it and are like, yeah, you got a zombie raid, do it. It's not helpful. So these are long videos, but I feel like the detail is helping you guys out. And if it is, you let me know. And that way I know if I should keep doing long videos like this. Or if you guys want something shorter, just real quick, boom, 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 I can do that too. Last thing, with the queen, we know that you can hit her 5 times per day and you're going to get your daily rewards. But you can actually attack her up to 10 more times to get what they call helper points. I'm going to break that down for you. Basically, you're going to be creating a raid. And this is after you've already gained all your rewards for the day, so you're not getting any other rewards from this raid. The goal here, though, is to be the MVP. If you make more than 50% of the damage, you become the MVP, and that's going to give you those helper points. What they're going to do with those is they're going to total them up at the end of the week, and you're going to get rewards based on what the total number that you get is. I'm going to show you. If you click this exclamation point, it's going to say exactly what I just told you. And click the little box next to it, it's going to tell you what your rewards are going to be. If you reach 1 helper point at the end of the week, then you get to pick from one of these guys. It's a selectable box that you get, and you can actually kind of see it behind. For some reason it's like covered, but you can pull this up and it'll show you. They're selectable boxes. What I've been able to gather from this is you're picking out of here. It's 100% guaranteed because you get to select one of those. The difference between these boxes seems to be these are your advanced heroes, and these are your advanced elite heroes. And that's what you're able to pick from. The more you help, the more boxes you're going to get to pick from. And these are all master quality, so they're all red chests that you're going to be able to get. And you're going to be able to unlock the red weapons. And that's just going to be for those heroes that have those red weapons that you can get. Those are going to be the best ones. So that's something you want to do. Accumulate as much points as you can to cash that in at the end of the week. So that is what I know on the Zombie Queen and gadgets. If you guys have any questions, or if you found out any more information, leave it in the comment section or come over to the Discord and we can talk about it. I hope this video helps you guys out. Remember, don't forget to subscribe, share the video if it helps you, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.